It is a light heavyweight showdown between Alexznder Gystafsson and Mauricio Shogun Hua. All right, here he is, one of the best Muay Thai kickboxers on this roster, and he's often fond of saying, DC, there's no pads, there's no gloves on my knees and my elbows and my feet, and he certainly puts all those weapons to good use.
Well, he feels released, right? He feels released. When he's wearing all that training gear, there are confinements. He's being confined. When he takes it all off and he has an ability to go in there and damage his opponent, he feels like the shackles have been taken off. So he throws that right elbow right across to try to cut the eye. Left elbow, big knee, and then when he grabs that Muay Thai clinch, you are truly, truly in trouble, because he will drive that back knee into the midsection. When you start to try to take the hips back, he will shift you. Right. Kick the foot down into one of those great Muay Thai takedowns. He's a phenomenal, phenomenal striker. And he came into the octagon with a lot of high-level Muay Thai competition and tournament wins to his credit, and certainly has gotten off on the right foot here in the octagon. All right, so here he is, the former two-time UFC light heavyweight title challenger, Alexznder Gystafsson. There was some retirement talk a few years ago, but he seems to have his head screwed on right now. Came back with that huge knockout of Glover Teixeira not all that long ago that many argue was the best performance of his UFC career. Yes, and I'm glad that Alexznder Gystafsson is still here. Yeah. Because why would you leave when you still are so valuable to everything that happens in the UFC light heavyweight division? A very, very skilled striker. Underrated wrestling, has 4 takedowns on some of the best wrestlers the UFC light heavyweight division's ever seen. Tall, big, great cardio, a fantastic fighter is Alexznder Gystafsson. And he's going to hang around at least long enough to realize a third crack at that elusive UFC light heavyweight title. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Gystafsson is 33. Hua is 38. Gystafsson will have a 3-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record of 27 wins, 13 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, Mauricio Shogun Hua. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, Alexznder Gystafsson. And with the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
All right, crowd getting excited as this fight gets underway, and you hate to call any fighter on this UFC roster a specialist, but on one side, you have a definite striker taking on a true 5-2 opponent.
And you see a guy in the striker who knows exactly who he is. He knows where the fight needs to be. He knows what he has to do in order to be successful. Let's see if he can keep his opponent off of him.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Oh, collar tie. And here he is back in promoted territory in the clinch. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending. Oh, Gustafsson's got his hand looking for a guillotine.
He's attacking guillotine. He should be defending right now.
Oh, what a beautiful counter to the guillotine there. Against side mount, and now maybe the Von Flue choke will be there. Oven St. Preux has got to like that transition there. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, full guard now, DC.
And for the guy on top, he needs to build posture or just go to the next position. Start shoving that knee through, trying to get the half guard, which in turn will lead to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you need to be anticipating. You need to be framing. You need to be moving, looking for opportunities to either reverse the position or get back to your feet.
So just over 20 total strikes have already landed for Shogun. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Well, he's got the kicking game going tonight. Lands another one there.
A beautiful kick, and all I can think of, better him than me.
Oh, that couldn't have felt good as he lands the knee to the body. He's a tall fighter. He's going to have the size advantage against most opposition in this division. All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
Round two now. Alexznder Gystafsson and Shogun Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much.
On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Oh, made good use of his size there as he lands the flush knee. Got the single collar tie. Straight right hand now, just misses. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
If your opponent...
Oh!
Didn't like that left hand.
He's got him here. That's a big hook. Holding on to him here, not really doing too much, perhaps just looking to recover. Ooh, that uppercut landed for him. Oh! 38 total strikes have landed for Shogun. Just below 50% thus far, landing with 44% accuracy against Alexznder Gystafsson. DC, didn't take him long to find his range here tonight, huh?
His timing is on point.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one. Oh, and there's the... All right, so he lands his first takedown of the fight after many failed attempts, so he stayed committed. Now he has the fight in his wheelhouse. Let's see what he can do. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. All right, he's hanging out inside the close guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Hua. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way. The referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move. And when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. 30 seconds to go in this one. inside the now open guard of his opponent. Uh-oh.
Throwing up a triangle. The guy on his back is very good at submissions, and if he's not careful here, he's going to get stuck, and he will have to submit.
And that's the end of round number 2. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent. All right, single collar tie now. Couple of uppercuts there for good measure. Gystafsson's strike attempt there is blocked. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Single collar tie here. An elbow! Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
So the unofficial numbers thus far, 74. Oh, man, as effective a straight punch as we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he got him hurt very bad.
Keep it busy here in the clinch. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Ooh!
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Shogun. Gystafsson's going for a choke here.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel, right next to his opponent.
And this might just be a matter of time. In the fight. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in the fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control of the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make it.
That's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Trying to stay in this fight.
When you're in the clinch, you can hold down with the head and land beautiful punches to the head. Punch over the top.
All right, so a nice shot there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
They go the 15-minute distance. What a fight! All right, so a lot to like over the distance that fight tonight. Clearly, we think we saw one guy win the fight and largely got it done with the striking.
Yeah, he got it done with the striking, and that's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a guy that's so comfortable whenever he's in the stand-up, and that showed tonight as he truly outworked his opponent.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Gystafsson.
All three judges score the contest 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Shogun.
All right, nice job by him there as he is your winner via unanimous decision. And sometimes I would think it's easier said than done to just leave the judges out of it. Dominant performance, and he gets his hand raised.
Yeah, and if you got to go to the judges, leave no question, right? Be the person that is so dominant that you know you're getting your hand raised. He did exactly that tonight, and he gets a dominant decision.